thing recording? Oh, yeah, there it goes. What's going on, guys? We're back with another video. This time we got some Porsche action. So I got an exhaust for the Porsche to get rid of the little stealthy sound because I started to get tired of it. And Marl is going to help us with this whole thing, learning process for all of us and for content. So yeah, then we'll get right into it basically. I'm gonna keep it short and simple, featuring Brandon. And Mauricio. Marl, can you go ahead and start it up for us? No, it is not cold. This isn't a cold start. Give it a quick rev. All right, he's gonna drive, get us a flyby clip, and then we'll get right to it. Featuring Danny. That was wide open passing by? That was wide open passing by?
In first gear.
That way? Damn, that was silent as hell. Alright, I'm gonna move the 430. I'm gonna go ahead and move the 430 and then we'll get right back to it.
Remember when you said it doesn't get better than this? Only a fool would have let you go. You got into my head. Am I about to lose myself? When will all of this fade away? Cause I see colors for the first time. I'm starting to realize nothing's ever black and white. And I'm caught up in the first night. Now it doesn't feel right. I'll just have to say goodbye one last time. I know that it's hopeless, but we'll be fine. Cause nothing's ever black and white.
Hey, bro. Unboxing video. Catch Marl. Oh.
Whoa. In case you guys were wondering, if you don't see a bald Mexican permanently with one of these shirts and one of these chains under, he ain't gonna be for you, bro.
Ooh, Papi Chulo. Family.
Family.
Anyways. We got, left the key in the ignition. Let me not close the door either. We got muffler bypasses for the Porsche. That don't look like a box cutter, Marl.
You're right, this is a screwdriver. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. The official Carritos box cutter. Ooh, that's limited edition, right?
Dude. Here we go.
So limited, we don't even know about it, right?
Cut.
Okay, we're gonna use our YouTube magic to where it gets us out of the package. So cutter.
If you don't make a cuadrito top come off, are you doing it right?
6061 is not what I paid. It's what I would have paid if I got fat speed ones. But they're bypasses. Who the fuck cares? It's pretty small.
So the great thing about bypasses for the young whippersnappers, frees up noise and horsepower.
There's a fat ass muffler on the side of these bitches that create a whole lot of heat, so we're gonna get rid of those. Whoa, Marl, be careful. Don't scratch up my cheap ass eBay bypasses.
Bro, they done scratched up already. What do you mean?
You went to eBay?
Are we able to polish that?
We polished my head.
Whoa. Anyways, we gotta jack the car up, put it on jack stands or ramps, which I forgot to bring, and get these mufflers off, which should take like a couple minutes. Alright, there we go. Fucking Marl walked off on me because Kayla called, and it's not a Kayla day. And it's not a Kayla day.
Nah, it's Tuesdays, Thursdays.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays. It's Monday. I'm livid, if you quite ask me. But anyways, without like bullying him. Right now we got it jacked up and on jack stands. I'll show you guys like where to jack it from. So this area right here, this circle piece, that's where you put your jack at. You really should have a pad with a long bar that goes from the one all the way up there to here. So that way you can like jack on the bar in here, and it's just easier, and it gives you a little bit more height. But I mean, it's whatever. As long as you have like a soft pad underneath there, you should be fine. But over here, you put it onto the subframe right here. And that's where you put your jack stand at, onto the subframe. And you do the same thing on the other side. And I'll give you more than enough space to get to everything on the muffler in here. But as you can see, like if you do headers and shit and you get rid of this muffler, you have so much room to do a lot of your work on your cams and valve train. Which I'm clearly gonna need to do soon because as you see, I have a rear main seal leak. But that's fine because we're gonna be doing the Ellen Engineering IMS bearing solution soon with the clutch, rear main seal, vario cam, and basically all preventive maintenance first before we start doing any more crazy mods. These bypass pipes were pretty cheap. I'll be putting these in the link below so that way you guys can get them for anyone who's doing their 996. And it'll fit pretty much any 996 or M96 engine really, including Boxsters. So for like 130 bucks or so, 140 bucks, that's not bad. Free shipping. But so far what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna get this nut off. We're gonna loosen this nut right here. Actually it'd be, I'm sorry, not that one. It'd be this nut right here. You loosen that one. And then, but I wanna let the exhaust manifold cool down a little bit because this shit is piping hot at the moment. And I do not wanna touch that. So yeah, we'll let this cool down for a little bit, and then there's 3 bolts up there we gotta get to. We got this, and then we can go ahead and just drop this out from there. You don't really have to take off the rear bumper to do this. That's like really a waste of time, and you'll end up breaking a clip and shit anyway, so I wouldn't really take it off unless you have to. When you gotta resort to back to the YouTube video and see why this shit isn't coming off.
Alright, the second step is to remove the collar here closest to the muffler, the one closest to the outside of the car. I had actually loosened both clamps and that made...
Bro, how on fire is your neck?
I'm very on fire, my guy.
And you can see here, I'm just showing you where the collar is relative.
You're not showing me shit.
I'll give you my tip
Talking about
for
this
getting
collar.
these things on.
No, I don't care about that. I'm looking for the 3 damn bolts.
Oh, they're right there. Look, you gotta look through the header.
I just have a regular
Past the
space.
header.
Fuck you and this goofball Jamal ass man.
Alright, bro. Here, I'm gonna show you.
Alright, hold on.
No, I'm gonna show you.
Hold on. 1.
2, 3. Y'all, you feel
Where?
it with your hand?
No, hold on. 1, 2. Where's the 3rd one?
At the bottom. It's like a triangle.
3. Okay.
Yeah, you got them?
Yeah,
The easiest ones are the 2 top ones to take off. You can use the ratchet with that.
I figured.
The bottom one, I'll put... You can try the extension, a shorty, a deep, and the ratchet.
Cool.
Here. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, he's pulling his cock up.
That has a nice ring to it.
What the fuck's wrong? What?
Don't tell me they got oil in that.
They melted.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen? Skin tight. That's it. Either those are gonna have to compress to come in, or let me see that. Or all right, so we got this side on. Boy, was that a bitch and a half. The other clamps are a lot better, but basically these, you just slip these on to the old pipe and you just reuse one of the like little compressions that go under there. You put it on there and you just tighten it up, and then you align it how you want. The hardest part is slipping it on there because it goes on there so tight. So Marlo's working on this side while he's just watch and observe. What's going on there? A lot more than when I did it. You want the mallet? The thing I would probably have to say about these, because they're like a compression like fit, I would say if these are just made a little bit looser, that would actually be better, so it can slide on there and you can adjust it better, and the clamp will tighten up the metal instead of making it this tight. I'm sure there's probably something we're doing wrong, right?
Yeah, not ordering from a brand that actually already did the R&D.
Well, they did it. They did it on their Carrera.
Their Carrera.
Yeah.
But as a actual plug and play.
Yeah. But like I said, like the thing on these is it's not made. It's made tight. Like the pipe is made tight. I mean, granted, it doesn't help that I smashed this one and damn near closed. So mufflers are on, or not mufflers. Bypass are on. Mufflers are out, and Marlo's cleaning off the pipes so the fingerprints and the smudge don't get burnt on. And we're gonna clean a bunch of this stuff up, and then we're gonna go for a drive. Marlo's gonna do a flyby, and then we're gonna go for a drive. like better rev than that.
Let it warm up.
Don't worry, Mar, I got you. That Porsche AC.
I don't know, I kind of like that.
That sounds really good. Like when you're driving by. All right, Marlon, so what's your verdict?
I like it.
You like it? Scale 1 out of 10.
11.
Out of 11?
I mean,
And why do you like it?
from stock to this, for how cheap it is and how DIY it is, I think it deserves an 11.
I give it like a 7.5. Only reason why I give it a 7.5 is because, for one, the pipes could have fit better, but what could you expect? They're cheap. And then for two, which isn't the pipe's fault, it's more so I don't have an X pipe or headers, but like the little low end rev. So the idle sounds nice to me. The high end and the mid tone sounds nice to me. It's just the low end rev. I don't like it. It sounds like a fart. But once you get up on it, then it actually starts to sound like a Porsche to me. But, you know, once you do like intake manifold, because right now I just did a little cheap intake manifold hack where you put a cap over there and then you cap that off and you put that on there. And you got yourself a little cold air intake because you block off the silencer. But yeah, it's pretty good when you get on it, if you ask me. And then I think I paid like $140, $130 for that price. I mean, you can't really beat it. So yeah, I guess that's the install. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Marlon, take us out of there.
See you later.